Hey everybody, it's me Edward Jones, back with a new video. Considered American and extremely dangerous. So today is September 11th, 2021, 20 years since the attack um, at the World Trade Center, and which was in 2001. I just figured I'd just do a short video considering what today, considering what today is. I was 12. I just moved to South Carolina. As you know, guys, I lived with my grandparents, and I was in science class. It was Miss Benton's class, and I remember they had told us because we had this is back when they had the TVs in the corner, and TVs like it was like mounted on the wall. It was just still a box TV, um, and we saw in the news what was going on. We heard about it. We talked about it all day. And it was a pretty big thing for me because being from Brooklyn, New York, and this happened just across just across the bridge. To see such an event unfold on I was watching on television, and it's now is like if we look looking back on how things were then and how we reacted to it, and there was a big there was unity there was a huge amount of unity because it was something we were all affected by. Now today, dealing with the tragedy that we have. I guess not really a tragedy, just with this scamdemic that we have going on right now. We're just so divided. So much has happened within those 20 years. One thing I will say that at least has happened in my life is I learned to be willing to be more uh, inquisitive about things that are going on around me, and more willing to do things about it. Be able to educate myself, learn how to take care of myself. I remember when I was 16. The reason welding came to my mind because I told myself at that age that, well, I know I wanted to go to college, but if something, let's say there was like, because back then really the buzz was rising fuel costs. I said, well, if the economy starts to kind of take a hit, and whatever degree I get while I'm in college may not help me, I need to have a backup plan. And my backup plan just turned out to be welding, which is now basically my primary plan. Um, and I'm glad I was so wise 16 years ago. That's crazy. 16 years ago I was 16. I had that wisdom then, and even at that age, I had been learning more about how how things in this country operated, what it means. What does America mean? What are our ideals? What is our history? And where do we want to take where do we want to take this idea of Americanism? And it's a shame that a lot of people have decided to throw it to the side because of things done from the past, even things they see doing happening currently. Many people just they think America needs to go away. In fact, even just not just people outside our borders, but people within. They're very a lot. Many of them are very overt about it. They're so burning American flags. Uh, down talking down about our values. Basically say especially when they purposely mix up, when they purposely switch rights and privileges. I noticed that as well. They don't, because this land is supposed to be we're supposed to be a very radical bunch, because the idea of liberty, in fact, the idea of Americanism is very radical. It's very radical when you compare it to what other, how other things are done across the world. It's a very radical idea that the basic that a basic human being or he's not a subject, that if he has that he can form his own government, that he can he can participate in it. He can be a citizen, and that citizen can speak his mind. No matter what anyone says, he can say what's on his mind, and no one can shut him up. And if anyone does try to shut him up, he has the means of doing something about it. And he can also join together, but he can also peaceably join together with other like-minded individuals to speak their mind. And if someone has if someone has a problem with it, they can do something about it. So it got me thinking. And also, something I plan to do from this point forward is doing, as you guys know, I do gun show videos. I'm thinking about doing a monthly carry report, just talking about the some of the encounters I've had from open carrying, because they've been very positive. Um, Reflecting on that, I think Americans are worse. And I did a video a while back. They call civilized savages. I think I got the title correct. I think Americans are supposed to be so hungry for liberty, so thirsty for it, that they'll do just about anything to be free. And it's not saying that, not saying you throw your responsibilities to the wayside. You're supposed to still continuously be informed, continue to practice the things that keep you free, and to share with other people. We were always meant to be um, downright downright violent, downright savage and radical with how important Americanism is. And as I say that we had, and I said violence, and I said to say that we're supposed to be violent, but I meant to say dangerous, as goes to the title of this video. And I did a video a while back called "Be Dangerous," because what's the point of being American and harmless? If you're American and harmless, that means that anyone can just basically run over you. They can um, dictate to you. They can tell you what to do, instead of just presenting an idea. And if it's not treading over your rights, then the other person can consider it. At least discuss it. At least have have civil discourse. Be able to talk about it to see maybe some points of this idea are actually good. Some things maybe you can leave to the side. But it seems like nowadays a lot of people are either afraid, especially on YouTube, they're afraid to even speak their mind and say how they really feel about the direction of this country, because they're worried about getting the video, getting the channel demonetized. Which, and I understand, I understand this is how you make your living, but it's like, but what's the point of, like, how are you living? It's one, understanding it. Yes, you have to make an income to take care of yourself, but the conditions, but the condition of how you're living is very important. You can survive for eating out of the trash. Does that mean that basic survival is something that's just all you should strive for? You shouldn't want anything better, and that's why on my channel I've been basically just not running ads on my channel if I can help it. I cut the ads off. A lot of my new videos have no ads, because I don't want anybody telling me what I can and cannot say. I don't want anybody telling me that I can't have that in my background when I'm doing a video. Or even, it's my favorite shirt, by the way. Display something like this because it may offend some people. I don't care about those things. I love being what I am. An American savage, as far as I'm concerned. And I'm pretty sure many of you who stuck on my channel, you start to see, you start hearing me talk and hearing me mature my thoughts. And I'm basically, I think the things we're facing currently calls for us to be dangerous. Dangerous, not in the sense that you're just offensively attacking other people physically, or even hurling in, or really even, well, I don't know, insults do have their place. I will say, but standing up for yourself. You gotta be dangerous to stand up for yourself. You gotta be dangerous. Having a different opinion when people will downright want to kill you for it standing up and saying what's on your mind is being dangerous. Not even worried, but not even going down the path of even talking about using force, but just speaking your mind. That's a very dangerous act, especially if you're telling the truth. Especially if you're asking questions. It's very dangerous. But Americans were meant to be dangerous. We're supposed to be dangerous because being free requires you to be dangerous. It requires you to be willing to take risks, be willing to Go the distance. Go throw things that you hold dear to this world. Throw them to the side because you recognize that there's something better. There's this just being under someone else's heel because you're afraid to speak your mind. You're afraid to stand up for yourself. That's that's no way to live. They may want to do that in other places, but as far as here in the United States of America, even with the way things are now, we still gotta we still gotta do our job. We still gotta be dangerously free. You know, because what's the alternative? Like living like how they do in China, even living like they do in Australia currently, or even wanted to bring it more close to home. Look at what's going on in New York City. Look what's going on. Look at what's been going on in New York City. Look at what's been going on in Portland. Look at what's been going on in Los Angeles. Many of these cities. Look what's going on. You stand up for yourself, you can call the fascists. You call some right wing nut. You can call some extremists. The thing is, being being an American, that's what it's all about. It's about prioritizing life, liberty, and property, or life. Those things, and prioritizing other Americans. Having each other's back. Within the 20 years from September 11th till now, I've learned that is something that we should never give up on, because and keep in mind, there are always going to be people who want to take it, who are always going to take it a tragedy and twist it, and try to get more power. That's always happened. That's never changed. But what shouldn't change is the task of vigilance, the task of being prepared, armed if may be, because some situations do require you to physically fight back. That's how that one plane crashed in Pennsylvania, because the people on the other side, hey, we're gonna fight back. 20 years ago, a group of people decided we're gonna fight back, even if we don't live, we're gonna do something about it. I think right now, as I've said before, I'm not calling people to attack, physically attack anything, but just keep in mind that we need to be we need to be brave. We need to recognize that being free is worth fighting and dying for, because there's nowhere else. There's nowhere else on this um there's nowhere else on this on this globe that you'll be able to do what we can still do right now, despite everything that's going on, despite anything this administration says, despite anything that these political pundits, these journalists, despite no matter what they say, we can still stand up for ourselves. It's all about whether we still hold those values. I'll do my part in upholding those values as best I can. Making sacrifices whenever, if I have to, I'll do it. I've done it before. um, I may do a video on that. It was pretty costly. I may do a video on that. Still on the fence about it. Those of you who know me in my personal life, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up on an old red, white, and blue. I'm just not. I love it here. I love the idea too much to want to give up on it because of someone's crazed need to make me feel safe. I don't want to feel safe. I want to be free. And if that means standing up to the many risks that are associated with that, so be it. You know, because like I said, what's the alternative? Being scared the way people are fighting about this virus, the China virus. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, the China virus. Living in fear, putting all these masks on, being worried about someone being too close to me. No, I can't live like that. That's to me, that's bitch made. I can't do it. I have to at least put up a fight, against something like that, because I love being free. But please tell me what you think. Do you agree with what I said? Do you think I'm just, You think I'm some right wing extremist? It's the sunglasses. They were a gift from a friend, a close friend of mine. Also, I plan to do a video on this little piece of hardware right here, something new to me at least. I'll talk about more in that video. But please share your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, please check out my older videos and look forward to new videos to come. I wanted to say thank you to those who fight to uphold liberty, who fight to uphold the ideals of what it is to be American, especially those who have been fighting ever since that tragedy from September 11th. But that's my video. Also, if you got any gripes, complaints, free speech is still a thing over here. send me a private message, and I'll see what I can do about it. That's my video. Considered armed, considered American, extremely dangerous. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care, be safe, stay strapped, and God bless.